What do we go skip across to something else? Just playing with you. All right. We're going to do 2 back-to-back here from a wild Iraqi. After which, I'll probably take my first break to quickly top up my water. But, yeah, we've got March of the Phoenix by Wild Iraqi, which I believe is his first actually animated music video. I reacted last week to just the songs to a still image. It was a very good song. Very emotional. Yeah, so March of the Phoenix by Wild Iraqi. Make sure the volume's good. Let's go. I see.
A storm inside my chest, it grows like thunder pounding where no one knows. The mirror cracks, but I won't fall. I've built a fortress 10 miles tall. The empire that hunts and enslaves, the broken masses, the end of days.
So many fights, so many deaths.
We'll fend them off to our last breath.
The ground will quake beneath our feet. A march of thunderous war drum.
They will feel the tips of all our spears. This everlasting fight ends here. We are eternal flames,
Burning brighter through the pain.
crush us down, we rise again.
You can't extinguish our name.
Signal your king, a coward plea.
We'll stand tall to watch you flee.
Victory,
Cause it's drawing near.
we are eternal flames. Shadows claw, but we won't fade. This fire's ours, no debt to be paid.
We tear through embers, head held high.
The righteous phoenix tearing through the sky.
The ground will quake beneath our feet. A march of thunderous war drum.
They will feel the tips of all our spears. Our everlasting fight is here. We are eternal flames.
Burning brighter through the pain.
Crush us down, we rise again.
You can't extinguish our name.
Signal your king, a coward's plea.
We'll stand tall to watch you flee.
Victory,
Cause it's drawing near.
we are eternal flames.
Every scar is a badge I wear. Proof I fought and I still dare.
To rise again with blazing eyes.
Lighting up the darkest sky.
Call your legions, sound the horn.
The iron throne is cracked and whole.
We rise in fire, your final fight. The phoenix burns, terror dies tonight.
got pocket. Okay. I know you got a thanks there, but I don't want to run the risk of another ad popping up, so I'm just going to go back to beginning. So we start off with Wadaraki in his nice pearlescent white suit with the white mask with the red gem. Straight to Nux on the drums, which is almost always where he is in the music videos. Random girl, or is it someone in particular? That, of course, was reference to sending love to the Skybrows during the... my brain is fried at the moment. 1 second. Crybrows, during the Crybrows song. Welcome to the stream. Alright, from the black and white, I'm assuming this is Skybrows. Very nice and stylistic, but missing a few details. Now, are you sticking with the white look, or do you not mind having like various colours like you've got here with this video? Well, I see you being like bombarded with questions at the moment. Answer what you can. Don't worry about me too much. Lord Intellectual. Much closer to the his model than I managed in my first video with him in. I did him full sleeved, barehanded, like you've got the bare hands there. You've at least managed to get him the curled up sleeves with the black cuffs. But like me, you forgot the gloves. Or the gloves vanished in the mix. Cool. I figured it might be. I thought there might be like NVIDIA cats or something like that at least. Yeah, and this, of course, is a DJ leaflet from her music videos. Say music videos, her music loop for her songs. Video loop for her music song. Yeah, get on and get that. English is my first language. I will speak it properly someday. Yeah, it's much more realistic side of animation than I go for. I tend to go for the more cartoony side, which is a bit more forgiving. I mean, you've got a mix there, which works, but you get like almost a Who Framed Roger Rabbit feel at times, where you got parts where they don't look like they're in the same world. Yeah, Slimecore Radio. He looks very much like a late 70s, early 80s glam rock pianist there, with the rolled up sleeve jacket and the one glove look and the overhang hair. Very sort of Spandau Ballet. Now, I'm assuming that was a happy accident, because that was almost perfect. The mask coming down like that into the face. Number of times it's done that to me by accident, and completely the worst possible timings to do so. That has to have been a perfectly happy accident for timing. Of Got to remember to share links. Oh, that's not what I've been doing. I forget to put the links in. My bad. Chat vanish. Cool, makes sense. So I'd only seen you in white other than this video, so I was wondering if that was something people had forced on you, or you decided to go with what I was checking. Yeah, I've seen a lot of Amelia vids. Some of them are just, some of them are true slop, unfortunately. As in they generic music, still image, and no real message in the song. I mean, if it's at least got something to it that is truly creative and new or fun, I'm happy with it. But a lot of them are pretty much just trying to go, oh, Amelia's popular, let's make Amelia. And they have no idea what it's about. A bit of a rant there. So this is what I was saying about the not looking like they're part of the same world almost, because your character here looks, well, at least when the scene started, looked more real and slowly turning cartoony. But at the start of the scene, there, the quality of, even though you're in the background, the quality of your character looking more human in stylism is pulling away from the more cartoony look of the other characters. Looks like he's been slipped into the scene rather than part of the scene. I mean, he merges into it as the AI scene develops. It becomes more. See, as soon as that light comes in, it sort of fixes the problem. This is more the case with see the coats pulling you away. Here you look like you fit in fine because it's all very similar style of art. I'm not trying to be too critical. I'm just seeing and things that I do myself and trying to send out whatever little stupid advice I can give. Right, let's not play the entire song again, but it's some solid visuals and scene changes. Got the old issue of the mask morphing, when you sort of say they have a conversation, suddenly mouth appear, even if you specify full face mask, no visible mouth. You still get this sometimes. Then it vanishes again at the end of the scene. Yeah. Very solid visuals. Just needed a bit of unifying, I think. Okay. Does it work? No, it didn't work. Why is it not working? There we go. Got to remember to do that. I've not been doing that. That's very bad of me. Bad etiquette. I have to put chat there. It's going to be tiny, but at least it won't vanish on me like it's been doing. Yes, I was pretty sure I would, but I have to say what I say, because, I mean, one thing I always try and do is go back to my earliest videos and look at it and go, oh, that's what I did. Oh, dear. As much as it can be cringy to look at them, you need to look at them so you know where you've improved and where you're still making mistakes. That's one thing I've learned with this. If you don't look back, you make the same mistakes over and over again. Bit of a lesson for everyone, I think, with that bit. All right, so we're going across to the newer song, Chasing the Rush. It's got a bit of a wider aspect to it. Still not the widescreen I prefer, but, you know, everyone's their own. Oh, look, nice little video up here for people to be looking at. All right, and another one down here. Nice. All right, so yet again, Wild Iraqi. This one is only 3 days old, so a whole week's worth of progress at the very least. And let's hear how this one goes. I managed to catch the sound in time.
You're listening to Wild Rocky.
Goodbye, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Campfire rises. Okay. I would say the song was made from two different spliced together drafts. In the actual song, were they two different styles on the same beat, or were they just two similar gens that you merged together? Then there's like several ways to mix songs. I mean, I'm assuming you're using Suno. Anyway, let's go back to the start and get the volume down a bit. All right, bit of a jolt cut there. If you want a bit of advice, one trick I learned for dealing with this, if you start from one still image, like for example, where he's got the mask on here, and you animate it doing one set of instructions, and you go back to that same image and you do reverse order instructions for what you actually want to do the other way. Sort of, you'd say mask dissolves in a flurry of golden energy that fuses through him and leaves his body in a cloud. And you could get both directions, similar sounds, different parts sound better than others. Yeah, I've had that happen. I had one really, really solid song, and then just for one section, the voice just went schizo, and I couldn't rescue the song. I couldn't merge it with any of the others. Couldn't fix the voice. It wouldn't gen the right kind of voice. I've seen it kept them going all over the place. That transition there. So you did do. Did you make sure that the gen image was exactly the same? Because there's a jump in it that's a bit there, which like moves. I suppose could happen. I think the song overall is much better than the previous one. The other one seems a bit rushed, and video-wise, it's much cleaner, much smoother. Yeah, I do. I've got a list at the moment, and I'll add any recommendation you can give me to the end, and I'll have a quick look at it while I'm in one of my breaks to make sure it's not going to get me thrown off the internet. Yeah, it's much cleaner, but you're not cutting to the beat as much as you were with the first one. I know this is like an extended scene of just going through, and I did something similar with one of my songs where I had a nice scene of a car speeding along a galaxy. I'm trying to focus on improving my ability with AI music and videos. DJ Nathaniel. So I'm going over these as part of my sort of seeing where I can get some ideas on how to fix, and hopefully help others fix when theirs goes a little bit wonky. No problem. Appreciate the offer though. Commander Powder. Very clean looking animation here. Very game CGI. Rule 63 Rusty Links. Keen and Leaflet, along with Araki on Keen's ship. Lord Intellectual and his Rule 63 version. And this, of course, is Kershaw. And I believe I was present when you were sort of saying about how you got the okay from Fashizi to use his image to generate this, if I'm right. It's very Fashizi. And is this just generic Silver Surfer flying through a guitar, or is it a reference to someone? Gotta love AI and its ability to not hold swords correctly. That's gotta hurt. Could maybe say that she's got her arms crossed holding it that way. But even then, that's gotta love AI. I've had some funky sword images. Legally distinct cosmic cruiser. I remember someone saying that they thought it was Tectone. I don't know why they would, other than, Chrome Dome. But this, I think you went a little bit over the top on with the distortion. You got to make sure the white's the primary, otherwise you end up with this effect that can hurt people's eyes a little bit. DJ Leaflet, very clean, fantastic audience scene. Now you can have him as a constant reoccurring character in your videos, the Cosmic Chrome Dome. And start giving him Tectone traits. People can he can take it as he likes it. Now this must have been a right bastard to get done. Getting the wings to form out and be was it intentionally the opposite way, or did you just get that as a lucky chance being the opposite? Because I think it wouldn't have been quite as impressive if it was black side on the black side of the face as it is with the opposite.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, as I said, it's much visually cleaner, and you got some nice shots, but I think you went away from cutting to the beat as much. See, because there was a change, and then there was a few seconds before you actually changed scene. It was deliberate. Nice. Yeah, start doing things like giving him a tank top and stuff. Yeah, I don't know if it's good or bad, but it's different. It's something I noticed. You're not quite as on the beat with your changes. They're just scene endings that don't quite match up as much. But there, with the guitar riff, if the change was on the actual... There, where it does the changing guitar, if it came in on that point, there'd be more impact with the flow. That's the kind of change I try and do. I mean, I fail miserably a lot of time, but that's what I try and do with my scene changes. With some kind of audible cue to change it. See, that one was better, where it's like the drops off and you're a nice slow scene. And again, but the other one seemed a bit misplaced. And that one felt like it came in like a couple of seconds too late. I don't know, maybe it's just didn't get clips that were quite long enough to make the change, but it's still a very solid video. Much cleaner than the first one. Much cleaner. So everyone, this is Chasing the Rush by Wild Iraqi. Give them a like and a follow. And let's try and get him up to the 1,000. He's not too far away. Much closer than I am.